Hello, frugal friends. Welcome back to the channel. Now, today we're going to read Matthew 20:17-19, and then we're going to move over to 21:1-11. Okay, here we go. Now, as Jesus was going up to Jerusalem, he took the 12 disciples aside and said to them, "We are going up to Jerusalem, and the Son of Man will be betrayed to the chief priests and the teachers of the law, and they will condemn him to death, and will turn him over to the Gentiles to be mocked, flogged, and crucified. On the third day, he will be raised to life." Okay. 21:1-11. And as they approached Jerusalem and came to Bethphage on the Mount of Olives, Jesus sent two disciples, saying to them, "Go to the village ahead of you, and at once you will find a donkey tied there with her colt by her. Untie them and bring them to me. If anyone says anything to you, tell them that the Lord needs them, and he will send them right away." This took place to fulfill what was spoken through the prophet. "Say to the daughters of Zion, see, the king comes to you, gentle and riding on a donkey, on a colt, and a foal of a donkey." The disciples went and did as Jesus had instructed them. They brought the donkey and colt, placed their cloaks on them, and Jesus sat on them. A very large crowd spread their cloaks on the road, while others cut branches from trees and spread them on the road. The crowds that went ahead of him and those followed him shouted, "Hosanna to the Son of David. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Hosanna in the highest." When Jesus entered Jerusalem, the whole city was stirred and asked, "Who is this?" The crowd answered, "This is Jesus, the prophet from Nazareth in Galilee." Now, Jesus was on his way, of course, to give his life for us, sacrifice his life for us to fulfill the prophecy. Now, at any time, Jesus could have called his multitude of angels and commanded them to, take out the whole city of Jerusalem. But that's not why he came. He humbly came. He came on a colt. He could have came in there with chariots and your horses, but he came in there humbly and meek to give his life for us. And I was thinking about that. I thought, well, what king or leader do we know who would give their life for us? Who would put themselves through that? They wouldn't die for us. They would send an army, but they wouldn't give their own lives. But yet Jesus did, because he loves us. He's the Son of God. He came here and walked on this earth in flesh, just like us. He went through the things we go through on a daily basis. And then he gave his life. So know that he loves you so much that that's what Easter is about. His love for us, his sacrifice for us. He loves you. Thank you for joining me today. And as always, you guys be blessed.